Girls and a Bottle of Wine podcast, and I'm Janet Blair. Each week, I sit down with one of my girlfriends, whether it be
Teresa, Natalie, Carrie, Kristen, Tara, Stephanie.
We talk about whatever.
We completely restore this trailer.
Fry people's faces off as a bad Mexican.
I don't understand the competition that goes on between women.
Two girls and a bottle of wine. Over a glass of wine, bottle of wine, or sometimes a couple bottles of wine. Join in on Facebook at facebook.com/2girlsandabottle-of-wine. Don't miss us. Hello, I'm Janet.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
And we are Two Girls and a Bottle of Wine.
Because men like boobs.
And girls like wine, and I am back at your kitchen table.
Yes, thank you for making the trip.
I love it. I love getting out of the basement. It's kind of nice.
To get something different.
Yeah, and I was able to get a lot of calls in on the way here.
Oh, good. Yeah, you do. We are on opposite ends of Denver.
I'm so glad you told me that. Because I had no clue for the longest time. I was like, oh, yeah, come on over. An hour commute. And if you take the toll road, it's like $20.
It is like $20, but it's so fast. I'm getting so spoiled having it set up. Really?
I stopped. Yeah.
That's
I wonder
good.
if anyone else out there has the toll road issue. I'm sure there's a lot of cities. I know Dallas, Fort Worth has it.
Oh, yeah. I grew up I didn't grow up in Chicago, but I lived in Chicago for a while, and they had tolls. But you couldn't not do the tolls.
See, I couldn't live in a place like that. It would feel like a prison.
They were cheap, though. I mean, here, it would be 45 cents. So to go to downtown Chicago, I might have 2 or 3 tolls, and each one would be 45 cents. Obviously, they've probably
gone up to $1.
But then, if you were, going off the highway, the tollway, and then getting off an exit, and so it'd only be 15 cents or whatever, prorated, there would be a camera, but I would just pretend I was throwing the change sometimes.
Did it work?
And then it did. Then, now I would not recommend that now.
No.
Not at all.
No,
but
don't do it. Oh, my gosh. Well, now they have the cameras, and it's all about license plates
right.
and stuff.
They will track you down.
And, I am in a rental because my car's in the shop because it got hit by hail a few months ago.
Oh, no.
And so, if I go through the tolls, it's full price. And it'll be charged to me later on my credit card that's on file at the rental service.
Oh, I was going to say, how do they find you? But that's how.
They track you down. And I'm no toll roads. I went to the airport a couple times since I've had this rental car, and I refuse.
Yeah.
I'll go the back way. I will take the long way.
And that's fast for you, coming from the south, coming from Parker to the airport.
Yeah. I will take 225, and 225 is scary. If you're in the Denver area, you know. People are crazy, and it's always there. It doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is. There's always slow traffic somewhere on 225. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Well, you might not.
I guess I don't go there that much, no.
Yeah.
I dated a guy who lived down there, but that was a while ago.
So what have you been up to since I saw you last?
Gosh, what have I been up to?
You had a few comedy shows.
I did. Those are fun.
Sterling and Fort Morgan.
Yes, for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Those were a blast.
Did you have a lot of people
fun.
show up?
Yeah, both shows were sold out. So 200
High five.
people. Yes, thank you. The first night, and then it was a smaller room the second night. But both were fun. It's fun when people are going out on a date night, And
that's the thing to do. Go see something.
Yes, right.
Funny.
It is a great Valentine's Day aphrodisiac. Go laugh. Have a couple
Steve and I were in LA because he was working, and I just traveled with him to be with him on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very similar. All these couples were out, and maybe they don't get out typically, but
that's right.
Comedy is something that both men and women can enjoy. It's not like a chick flick or a boy movie. It's the middle road, right?
I agree. In fact, you know what? It was years ago, but I think I did a show up in the mountains on Valentine's Day with Mr. McGrew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun. Of course, he rocked the house. I was opening for him.
He does well.
Yeah.
He does well.
Always. I mean, that man always knocks it out of the park.
I try and tell him that, but he's not that. He's like, how'd I do? Am I doing okay? I'm like, really? Yes, you crushed it. Every time you crush it. But I've seen some of your comedy. I haven't got to see it as that a lot. I think I've sat backstage when I.
Oh yeah, like one of those when it was sort of a showcase night.
And we've talked about this, and I heard some of your jokes, and you're funny too.
Thank you.
But I would like to go see. It seems like every time you have a show, I'm like, I'm not available. I swear I'm not sitting at home. I swear.
I know you're not. You are super busy all the time.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Things need to slow down. Steve's about to travel, and I'm excited to not do much.
To have
so lame.
A little bit of quiet time.
So lame.
You're a good girlfriend.
Speaking of being busy, you are working this weekend.
I am.
At the Comedy Works downtown, which is on Larimer Square.
Correct.
You're opening for a gentleman by the name of
Colin Kane.
And so that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Thursday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday.
You are going to be so tired.
I am going to be so tired.
Because you have to work Friday morning, right?
I have to work Thursday and Friday, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be wearing a lot of concealer.
Mm-hmm. And drinking a lot of coffee.
Drinking a lot of coffee.
And sleeping during the lunch break.
Exactly. That's how I got the diet soda addiction, was because when the girls were little, I'd have to be awake and alert first thing in the morning. I do now, too, for work, but it's not as...
It's not the same.
Yeah. And then I would have to be awake and alert late at night doing comedy, so I'd have a couple Diet Cokes.
A couple?
When I would go to the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that it's the Red Bull and the Rockstar, have you gotten into those?
No, I even drink decaf coffee now.
Good job.
I'm trying. We'll see after this weekend how well I'm doing.
I understand. When I was working the day job and had the night job, I was 12-pack of Diet Coke easily through the weekend.
I don't know if we talked about this before, but I knew I had a problem when I was doing the morning radio show, and I would have about 4 Diet Dr. Peppers a day.
Oh, yeah.
And the doctor at my annual visit said, how much do you smoke? How many drinks do you have a week? How many diet sodas do you have a day?
He pinpointed.
And I lied.
Like,
those two things should not be happening. And we both knew. It's kind of like, I'm like, one? You know, when you answer a question like a question. What is one? It's like,
that's hilarious.
So.
See, I never had a doctor tell me, and I would be honest. Like, I'm drinking 6 to 12 diet sodas a weekend.
Are you?
No,
just on the weekend?
I was. I have now. I drink sparkling water.
I do that too.
Because I like the carbonation, and I've gotten off the caffeine. I don't notice that I need it as much.
Yeah, once you get off.
Some days I do.
But that's where the meth kicks in, and then I feel better.
I'm from Missouri,
clean the house. And I don't have to eat a lot that day, and it just works.
So Larimer Square
this weekend.
Go see Stephanie.
Yes.
And then speaking of some of the other girls that are on the podcast, I want to kind of pimp their stuff too.
Let's do it.
We have Tara of Love Lovely Vintage. So it's lawlovelyvintage.com. I always kind of throw that all together. So if vintage is your thing, go to her website, and she has an Etsy website. She has a storefront now, and all of that's on Facebook. Carrie is working on her blog. I don't know if she has anything new, but keep your eye out. It's carrieonlife.com. And then T-Squared, she has newfaceandfigures.com. It's a medical day spa offering massage therapy as well as aesthetics such as Botox. We love Botox.
Yes.
Juvederm, hair restoration, and the vampire facelift.
Vampire facelift.
They take your blood and platelets and they put it back in your face. She explained it to me one time. I've never done it, but
wow,
that's intense.
It is intense.
It's intense. And she also does the vitamin B shots.
I've heard good things about those.
Yes, she administered one on my hiney a few weeks ago, and
wow,
it was so I couldn't sleep that night. So I have to. She said the next time we'll have to be in the early morning or daytime.
Yeah, plan it. Plan your vitamin B.
So it definitely worked. I was wired at 1 a.m. This is not what I wanted. Not what I wanted.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, should we talk about your woman crush of the week?
I'm so proud of myself. If you've been listening to Two Girls and a Bottle of Wine, I've kind of been stuck on celebrities and people that aren't real in my life. So I finally have one that's a real person that I know, that I have physically touched. in not a weird way. Her name is Monica Matthews. She is a childhood friend. We met kindergarten. She was on the swing set. She asked me to push her. And I remember her because she had this fur coat on, and I was like, ooh, pretty. So I pushed her on the swing set, and then I think it was that same day, I realized she rode my bus. And I found out she lived like 4 houses down from me around the corner. And... yeah, that started it. It was off and on, as you know kids do. You get close, and then you get close to other people back and forth. But I actually just saw her this last weekend, and she is just an amazingly smart woman. I think she aced the ACTs, like got the highest score. She did very well on the SATs. Super smart. We had 7 valedictorians in our class because they didn't have weighted GPAs.
Oh, okay.
If you had a 4.0... you were valedictorian, but she was one of them. Yeah. And she went to St. Louis, Washington University in St. Louis, Missouri. And then she went beyond that to get her master's degree recently. And she's just rocking and rolling in the business world. She does program management, super smart, and she's just always been an inspiration to me.
I think that's so cool that you've been friends for so long, since kindergarten. Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of fun stories she could tell you about me.
Both, I'm sure, could, take down the other one.
I may have been there when she got drunk for the first time and so on and so forth, but she's just an amazing woman. She's in San Francisco now. We both got out of Missouri, and she's just loving life. And
that's great. That's a fun place to visit, too.
And that's the plan. If I don't get to do it this year, I'm definitely going to do it next year.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because I've not been to San Francisco.
Oh, it's so much fun. I haven't been in forever, but it's beautiful.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. She doesn't see herself being able to live anywhere else.
Hills, though. If you're in downtown San Francisco, work out. Do the Stairmaster before you go.
Right.
Get ready.
She barely drives. She walks most of the time and rides her bike. And, yeah. It's kind of like Denver in that it's a very health-conscious place. So, from what I hear. So, Monica Matthews, she is my Woman Crush of the Week. How about you?
Okay, so I listened to you, and you said you were going to have a friend. So I thought about that, too. And my Woman Crush of the Week is Katie Shea. We met freshman year of college. Ooh. We were across the hall. Her and Kelly Walker knocked on our doors. They thought we were smoking pot, but we weren't. It was the girls 3 doors down. Because I already have mastered eating a lot and being paranoid. Thank you very much. I don't need help in those areas. But we've been friends ever since. And awesome. I have been, in fact, I promised my mom that I would go get a mammogram. And I am way behind on doing that. Stephanie? And I need to do it. So I thought, how can I hold myself accountable? So I texted her and I said, would you be my Booby Buddy, and can we go get mammograms together? So she goes, totally. So we are going to go get a mammogram. Yeah.
Do you have the appointment set?
I do not have the appointment set yet. I mean,
so
we
one
just
step.
Yes.
One
so
step.
This week I will make the appointment for us
Good.
to go. Yeah, because I really need to do that. I don't know why that's a fear, but it is.
Because, I understand. I remember the first time I went and had my first girly exam, I was scared to death.
Oh,
Like, what? But I don't know what they're going to see. And you hear the horror stories,
I don't know why I'm so ostrich, head in the sand. Because early detection
is the key to success.
So I'm going to do it. And Katie Shea helped me. So
and
thank
she's
you.
still here?
She's still here. She lives in Longmont.
Oh, very nice.
So, yeah,
Yay.
really close. We have kids that are 3 weeks apart.
Oh, wow.
So that's fun.
So did you guys do, pregnancy pictures together and stuff?
We did not take photographs of that time of our lives.
Oh.
If we could.
That must be a new thing, right?
Taking all the pictures? Yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
When Demi Moore started posing naked as a pregnant woman.
Know.
It's like, hey.
Let's just do it. Yeah, no. Some women can do that, and I just got...
I can't find a picture of my mother
huge.
Being pregnant.
Yeah.
I think that's on purpose.
Like the boobs? Mm-hmm. Well, afterwards. Size G nursing bra.
Muffin.
Yeah.
Ouch.
It was. Yes.
Wow.
My husband at the time came up. I stood